All right. Good morning, everybody. It's 9 o'clock on the 14th, and I am clearly not outside. I'm in Bend, Oregon, after learning the very hard way that I was hiking way out of season. Essentially, what I discovered about the area that I was hiking in is all the water sources are completely buried in snow or frozen or both, meaning I was forced to essentially do 15 to 20 mile carries for all my water for the upcoming couple hundred miles, and that's just not possible. That combined with lots and lots of snow and really shitty terrain meant I did some pretty bad stuff to my feet. Not stuff that I haven't necessarily done to my feet before, but never all at the same time. So those of you who are squeamish, best to look away. Let's see how well that computes there. That's a toenail that's gonna fall off. Rest assured. And then the bottom, there's blisters, and in the back heel, there's a blister that got ripped off. All during my 16-mile hike yesterday, 8 miles of which was on a road, and the other 8 of which was through a field of lava rocks, which are just great to walk on. They're just so good. My feet are pretty fucked up. So I'm taking a 0, which seems dumb because this is only like my second day out. But I'm going to chalk it up to a learning experience. And now I'm working on a plan to go further south and hike the PCT in a different area that's not covered in snow. Postholer.com is telling me that there's no snow anywhere in California, so California is where I'm going to try to go. We'll see if we can get transportation rigged up. I think transportation is going to be the trickiest thing to figure out in this situation. But I don't know. Other than that, hopefully I got this motel room until tomorrow morning. Hopefully tomorrow morning I'll be able to find a bus somewhere to California. And then, I don't know, probably tomorrow I'll spend most of the day wandering around California and trying to figure out how to get back on the PCT, because it turns out that's very difficult. And hopefully I'll be able to get back on the trail, not tomorrow, but the next day. Because even though my feet are not so good and they kind of hurt a lot, I don't think it's as bad as they're pretending to be. I won't say I've seen worse, but I don't know. It could get a lot worse. The important thing is I haven't pulled any muscles, I haven't broken any bones. Everything else I feel like can heal itself, given a couple of days of relaxation. So I taped my ankle because that's like the only thing I know how to do medically to like fix this sort of stuff. Taping things adds pressure, and which makes it feel good, and also increases blood flow, and blood flow helps healing. So hopefully that'll do something. I don't know. At the very least, it feels good, so I'm gonna do it. And the plan for today is just figure out transportation for tomorrow and shore up any supplies I need, although I won't need very many because I haven't been eating very much these last couple of days, and I don't know. Let's see where it goes. The point is, when the internet tells you that in June, Oregon is really snowy, you should listen to them, because it definitely is. So much snow. Oh my God. Like solid 8 feet of snow going on up in Oregon. Which is too much snow for me to deal with. too much. I thought I could work with it. Turns out snow in Oregon is different than the snow that I've hiked through before. Snow that I've hiked through before is like relatively new, like powder snow. So it just means your boots get really wet. And I had ways of dealing with that. But the snow that we're dealing with now is packed snow. So it's snow that's melted and frozen like a bunch of times over the course of the winter. And now it's melting, so it's all kind of slushy. But there's a lot of it. It blots out the trail, so it's very hard to figure out where you're going. So that's kind of spooky the first time it happens. You lose the trail and you don't know where you are. You're just like in the woods. And then It's also very slippery, so you got to wear micro spikes, which I don't think helped my feet situation. You also got to take the micro spikes on and off, which is super annoying. And finally, and the biggest issue, it eliminates your water. There's just no water. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, oh, why don't you just melt the snow and drink the snow? Melting snow is extraordinarily inefficient. I'd have to use a ton of fuel and a lot of time to melt enough snow to keep me going. And it's not something I could do while I was hiking. Because if you just throw it in a bottle, it's not going to melt because it's not hot enough up there. You know, it's cold out. It's like 50 degrees. So melting snow is good in a survival situation. You can't just shove it in your mouth. That's a very common misconception. Shoving snow in your mouth will not rehydrate you. It takes too much energy for your body to melt the snow in your mouth. You have to melt it with some sort of external fuel, so either fire or a stove. And I have those things, but they're slow, and that is a problem. If I was just going to be stuck in one place, yeah, melting snow, awesome. But I want to move, and I can't move and use snow as a water source at the same time. So, Oregon's out. Screw you, Oregon. Didn't like you anyway. That's not true. I really liked Oregon. It was nice. But we'll see if we can get ourselves set up somewhere else in Northern California, north of the Sierra mountain range. And then we'll hike north. My friend who lives near the PCT lives around mile marker 1500. So I figure I still got enough time to do about 300 miles. So I'm approximating that I'm going to get back on the PCT at mile marker 1200, hopefully, and just hike north from there and hit her place by the first week of July. That's my plan. That's as good as I've got. So have a good day, everybody. I'm going to enjoy my totally awesome motel room, and see you all later.